Good evening, shoppers.
It's good. We're live. Digging that tune, man. That's a
Yeah,
good
that's
tune
nice.
right there.
Yeah, I like that stuff, synthwave stuff. It's nice and funky.
Yeah, we should play it the entire stream. Just play it in the background, and we'll just do some DJ shit, man. Forget politics. Let's do DJ.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. How's my mic, by the way? Loud enough this time?
Loud and clear. Let me just check. Is there any way I can look at the settings for my mic? Maybe just to check that it's the right mic, because sometimes it'll use the wrong microphone. Is it loud and clear?
You could be a little bit louder. I can't boost you that much more on my end, I don't think. Yeah, you're at maximum already.
There's no settings I can mess with here to see what mic I'm using. Let me see if... Oh, wait. Let me check here. I guess I can do it in the browser.
Are you worried you've got the laptop mic? Is that why?
Yeah, I'm worried it might be the laptop mic. So it's not telling me in vMix here. What does it say on your end? Can you check my settings?
All I've got control of is just the call, and I can see your volume coming into vMix. It's pretty good. It's not as loud as mine, but pretty good.
So if that's the case, it's probably not the right mic.
Yeah, we could just drop down the volume, my mic a little bit, so they kind of match. I'm kind of clipping a little bit anyway. So I just dropped it down a little bit, so now we're at the same level.
Okay, let's see if there's any way I can confirm what microphone I got. So on OBS, it's telling me I got the right mic, but I'm not sure about vMix here.
Can you tap the top of your mic without making any other sound? Just tap the top of the mic. Yeah, it's coming through on that. It's a bit far away from you though, but it's coming through fine.
All right. So we're talking about aliens, man. UFOs and shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, fuck all the politics and stuff like that. Let's talk about aliens.
Yeah, fuck politics. We don't need to talk politics anymore. Forget it. We're done with politics. We're just doing straight aliens and conspiracy theories, bro. Let's just jump into that.
Yeah, I want to do crop circles for the second hour. Let's do that.
Illuminati?
Yeah, we'll do Illuminati in the crop circles, running around the fields. We'll do a documentary about that.
One second. So, yeah, we have a few links. If you want to send a super chat, go ahead. Link is in the description there. And we also, if you want to subscribe to the replays, you get the replays, martinezperspective.net. Check it out over there. We got a couple comments here already. Odyssey says, is promoting Islam for white people a Marxist thing? I ask because there's a supporter of the Chinese Communist Party bad-mouthing the West now on YouTube. Well, yeah, there's some kind of Marxist Islamic alliance. We know that for a fact, right? We know that for a fact. I'm hearing some music now. Is that you?
Yeah, just in the background. Is that okay?
Yeah, that should be all right. Just put it a bit lower.
There?
Yeah. All right. Okay. So UFOs. I don't know what people... I haven't actually been watching this news in America. There's some kind of UFO spurred craze going on right now. Americans know more about it than I do. There's drones flying around town. Even Donald Trump is talking about this stuff. The UFOs. And I don't know if we can... Let me just ask this other guy who I know. He might want to jump on the stream and give us the rundown of this stuff. I think he may be a believer in the ETs, though. So if you want to pull up the video that I sent you.
Oh, yep.
So we jump right into the UFO stream.
So I'll just turn that off. So we're swapping to the us
New
two
concerns over the mysterious drone sightings being reported on the East Coast.
Yeah, despite assurances from federal agencies that the drones are harmless, communities there still want answers. WGN's Sean Lewis is joining us now with the very latest. Sean.
Yeah, these sightings began in New York and New Jersey just last month, and now we've gotten reports all along the eastern seaboard. While many of these are being called drones, it is clear that some of the videos are of airplanes on approach to land at an airport, including videos we've gotten right here at WGN. The FBI says there is no threat, but that has not stopped people from doing what people do best: talk.
Wow.
What's in the air?
People just don't know.
Tonight, a Connecticut lawmaker calling on the federal government to say more about the objects caught on camera flying over several U.S. states.
Without facts, we lead to speculation. And speculation leads to uncertainty and potentially fear. And we cannot allow that.
I am going to...
On Sunday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he has requested that drone detection system known as the Robin be sent to New York and New Jersey, the center of the sightings that began in mid-November.
The government knows what is happening. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense.
I want to assure the American public that we are on it.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas Sunday on the federal response.
I want to assure the American public that we in the federal government have deployed additional resources, personnel, technology to assist the New Jersey State Police in addressing the drone sightings.
These, of course, are nothing new. It was late 2006 when a sighting over Terminal 1 Concourse C at O'Hare drew international attention.
I think it's great. I don't know, something different, you know. It's about time they finally found one.
Several United employees at the time reported seeing a frisbee-shaped object hovering over the gates before disappearing into the clouds.
If they say they saw it, I think they saw it.
Air traffic control said at the time that they never saw anything on radar, and it was chalked up to a weather phenomenon known as a hole punch cloud.
This is a sketch of what they said they saw.
The WGN archives have loads of UFO sighting reports, including this one from the 1970s, and reporter Larry Roderick.
It is, with some variation, what an increasing number of people are seeing, or, as critics would challenge, think they are seeing.
Back then, we had to rely on sketches. But in today's world where everyone has a camera in hand, sightings can come in rapid succession, whether it be by drone, plane, or something else.
Any amateur can go out and wreak havoc, and it's really tough to catch the perpetrators because the drones can be brought back home and jump in a car and it's over. I think we're going to see a slate of security measures, but boy, it could be a tough couple weeks ahead.
To that end, Schumer says that he will co-sponsor federal legislation which would give the FAA and local agencies more oversight over drones and the detection of them. One thing we know when it comes to UAPs, though, when we get one report, we get many reports. That's something we're seeing right now. Some of them are copycats. The key is to figure out what is what. And for now, the federal government says none of these are a national security threat.
All right, good to know.
So none of these are truly like UFOs. They're just drones that are flying around. It could be multiple different sources of that. It could be private citizens, could be governments, could be the U.S. government trying to scare people. Who the hell knows what's going on here? But what was your sense about UFOs prior to all this? Like, what have you used to be into this kind of stuff? I was into this stuff when I was like 18 or something, or like 16. kind of X-Files shit, but never really followed up on it since then, right? There hasn't been a breakthrough.
Yeah, I think people are looking for a savior now. Things are getting so crazy that people are going, oh well, maybe it's help coming from the outside. I don't think so, but we'll see. As far as you know, they're drones and they're not acting like I don't know. How would spacecraft act? I don't really know, but it seems to me they're drones. I mean, drones are all over the place nowadays, so it's fine. I find it funny when people reach for the sci-fi explanation rather than it being something else,
Yeah. So back when you were into the conspiratard stuff, what did you believe UFOs were?
Well, I don't know. A lot of that was in the 90s, wasn't it? And the X-Files and stuff like that. And it was just like a kind of a novelty topic. But, as I pointed out, actually, I think I might mention in the book, I don't want to knock you off track here, but, at one point, Reagan made that speech in the 80s. I think it was to the United Nations saying that, maybe it would take a threat from the outside to bring humanity together. So that's one of the ideas gone around at the moment, is people think this is some sort of a psyop, but I've got other possible explanations for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say stuff like that the government is going to fake some kind of alien invasion to forward the next global government agenda, and it's possible. I mean, you've seen more chatter about this UFO shit in the past several years, right? You've seen Tucker Carlson was shilling this stuff. The U.S. government had some hearings on UFOs. You got all these whistleblowers coming out claiming that they're real. My problem is that they don't ever provide the smoking gun. I mean, since the whole phenomenon started, it's always just been blurry clips, testimony, like hearsay testimony, kind of some documents have come out, some FOIA requests. They pulled out some documents that talked about them, some photographs, but we've never had an actual landing. Not one, not a single one. We've had claims of landings. You've had Roswell. There was some weird stuff going on with Roswell. It's hard to tell exactly what crashed there, if it was anything, outside of Earth. And again, we're back to speculation, and that's my whole issue with the topic in general, is that we're always left speculating, we're always left guessing, and the best attempts by the most committed and dedicated ufologists to come up with like an alien corpse and stuff have just fallen flat, right? Like, I think some guy in Mexico tried to pull out some alien body, but it was really just like some shrunken human, that like fetus that was like, fossilized or something. Yeah. So again, nobody's been into Area 51. Nobody's ever gotten in there and gotten out. There's a couple frauds that claim they were working there, and they claim they saw some stuff, but they produced almost no evidence. You got the cattle mutilations theories. I mean, you got the kidnapping, alien abduction stories, and none of them have ever produced any actual evidence that they were kidnapped. I mean, there was one guy claimed he was like implanted with a microchip of some kind, and some doctor said he pulled out the microchip and didn't know exactly what material it was, but we pretty much have to take the word of this guy. And so we're back to speculating. So that's really all we got is speculation. Now, the more likely explanation is that it's government, some kind of governmental aircraft, experimental aircraft. Now, there have been a few very strange UFO sightings over the years. I think the most noteworthy was the Phoenix lights. That was like there's like 12 lights in this triangle shape in the sky. It was just hovering there for like 30 minutes or something. Nobody knew what it was, and it's never been explained to this day. Now, it's been suggested those were like flares, but that explanation was shot down, because a flare is not going to sit there in the sky like this, and it's going to start floating down. So it was not a flare. It was something else that was floating or hovering there. We don't know what that was. It could have been a government aircraft that they're testing out. Could have been a psyop. I think that's the most likely explanation, is government aircraft, government secret aircraft that we don't truly know about. Now, there have been some claim there have been some government whistleblowers who have produced radar samples where they show that some kind of craft is flying like 4,000 miles an hour across the radar and stuff, which is like impossible. So there's a few things like that have yet to be explained. There's obviously some testimony from military pilots who have come out and said they saw weird aircraft doing things that normal aircraft cannot do. But we've never seen these craft land. So until we see the craft land, and until the ETs pop out of the craft and do their little magic tricks that I just can't believe that's what it is. So some people go off into like spiritual explanations saying, oh, it's like ghosts or demons or something, but I mean, yet more unprovable claims. So yeah, I'm an eternal skeptic until seeing is believing, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's tricky, isn't it? Because how is someone on Earth supposed to know categorically what an alien spacecraft looks like or behaves like? How would you know? You've nothing to compare it to. I've been in a load of planes recently. They run on jet fuel. You can understand the physics. They're noisy and so on. Those are things we can relate to. But as for this other aircraft that's supposedly able to change direction on a dime and kind of zigzag all over the place, if something like that exists, then, if it's some sort of secret op or whatever it is, how are we supposed to know if it's from another planet or if it's from, like just a highly advanced military tech? Who knows? But again, I think the savior thing is a big thing with a lot of people. And I know certainly religious types, it makes them uncomfortable to talk about this, and they don't like adding fuel to the fire because, all that creationism stuff and all. So, yeah, it's a spicy subject for sure.
All right, pull up that link I just sent you there. We'll look at that.
Yep.
We'll have a look. If you're in the chat room, hit the thumbs up button on rumble.com. Thank you very much. And drop your own takes in the chat, and maybe I'll read it out.
Okay, this is asking me for, this is just cookies and stuff like that. Supporting consent. Okay. So I'll switch to browser view just 1 second now. Browser view, and we are in browser view. Yeah, so is that the link? I'll just zoom out a bit.
Yeah, why is it so zoomed in every time? Okay, so let's check this video.
Okay, you can just guide my output, how it looks. Is that
looks
an okay spot
make
there?
it a bit smaller.
Smaller. Sorry, folks, just working off a laptop here. I can't really see what I'm doing.
Okay, good there. That's good. Let's play that clip there. Footage shows drone dropped out of sky by glowing orange orb.
Right, we'll see if we have audio now. 1 second.
Don't need the audio, but let's check that. Zoom it, make it bigger. Or just make it a full screen video. There we go. What the hell?
Oh, that was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. So this is pretty fucking weird. We got some glowy orange thing. We got a flashing green thing. And then we have another thing hovering below.
Look at that.
Do 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 do. I put my alien mask on. I'm an ET.
He just dropped something. Like he dropped a cigarette lighter or something, or a joint. Oh,
Shit,
cancel.
Man.
We'll close that. Yeah, that's a weird one. What that was all about.
Yeah, once again, like it looks weird, it looks strange. You can't explain what exactly you're seeing, but again, no proof, like no smoking gun. We don't know what the fuck that was. It certainly is not like some weather phenomenon. There's some kind of aircraft. This could be a drone. Here's the thing, like that glowing orange thing. I mean, you could get a drone, or it could be a balloon, and you could make it glow. I mean, I don't think that's impossible to do, right? So it could be some kind of hoax. Let me send you. I mean, do you have the other?
Yeah, I have the browser tabs ready to go.
Okay, pull up some of those browser tabs.
Okay, so now I'm blind. Oh, just into the link.
Jonathan says a poorly orchestrated encounter of the third kind attempt. Did you used to watch those Hollywood movies, those alien movies?
No, not really. I mean,
all that?
once you've seen one, you've seen them all, and I like Close Encounters of the Third Kind has been on a few times. That was a bit of a laugh back in the day, but you know, it's a pretty good film, but it does kind of age a little bit, and you go, okay, yeah.
Go home.
And yeah, there's nothing more to say on that really. If I'm going to watch alien films, I'm going to watch Alien and Aliens. I want to be scared. I don't want happy aliens. I want the scary kind.
Yeah, I watched Alien versus Predator. No, the latest Alien movie, Romulus. Actually, pretty good one. Actually, pretty good.
Oh, is that
the aliens are real fucked up, man.
Is that the one with the British actors going like, "There's something in the water"? All that. Was that the one? They're all British actors.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was. They took the best bits. Yeah, they took the best bits from all the previous films and stuck it all into one film to give you your kicks. I saw
the worst thing is the last one where like at the end of the movie, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, where they try to do this thing where they inject like this thing into a woman, and they're like, oh, because she was pretty much like dying, so they thought, oh, if you inject this stuff into the woman, then it'll fix her, but it ended up like making her pregnant with a hybrid alien human. It was just like 10 feet tall. It was the most fucked up freak show you've ever seen. It was so weird.
Yeah. No, I've not easily impressed with alien films and stuff nowadays, so they have to really be good to get me out of bed in the morning.
Says most of the 5K drone reports turn out to be planes hobbyists and stars, the feds say. It's a cover-up, damn it.
Yeah.
So this is my website. So let's go to the first story there.
Sure. This one here. Okay. How does that look?
Make it a bit smaller.
Blocker. Okay.
You should use Brave Browser. Brave Browser blocks all the ads. Yeah, so we'll read the first couple sentences for us.
Okay, so it says, talk about great timing. Enigma has become the go-to app over the last month for people to share and discover videos of the mysterious drones flooding the northeast skies. The New York-based company has many similarities to the popular app Citizen. Enigma invites users to post videos of what they're seeing and provide the location of where they're seeing it. Ooh, so you can stay on top of things.
Fucking aliens, I bet they're come to kill us and eat us and roast our corpses alive. It's a fucking alien invasion.
Why would they do that? Roast their corpses alive. They're sadists.
I mean, that doesn't need to make sense, Emmett. God damn it. Fucking aliens.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I mean, like, the Earth is ripe for the taking. Bring it on, I say. I could do it a good scrap. It's good for the stress.
Torch the Earth. Burn it all.
Well, some of these alien believers, they actually think, like, some of them believe the aliens like live inside the Earth, right? Like they believe that they come out of the ocean. I mean, Tucker Carlson actually believes that. He said that. He's been attacked by demons in his bed, and he believes the aliens live underground. They're like giants, and they come out of UFOs out of the ocean. And they just fly up.
Wow. Amazing.
Tucker Carlson really loves those groceries in Russia, eh?
Well, there you go. He's a disinfo agent. How could you sleep at night knowing that about the aliens and stuff? I already have enough problems trying to get to sleep without worrying about that fucking bullshit.
Some fucking aliens like crawling under your bed. He's like 8 feet tall. He's
He's waiting to pounce on you.
It's like retard aliens. Like,
actually, well, that they would be able to. Syndrome. I think I think they'd win. Is they still win in a fight, considering how bad people are getting fucking organized? I think they picked a good target. You know, they could be Down syndrome aliens, and they could still achieve full victory, I reckon.
Down syndrome alien. Ooh. It's not the Jays, man. It's the aliens. It's the fucking aliens. They're way more powerful than the Jays, dude. They're all powerful. They can teleport and shit, man. They can disappear and shit. They got invisibility cloaks and shit.
They peer under your bed and grab you and then torch you alive because they're Down syndrome. They don't understand what they're doing.
It's funny, like those stories of like the alien abductions. Like some of them claim they're like sticking things up their butt and shit, just like fucking ass raping them in the UFO. They're like, what the fuck's going on here, guy?
Yeah, like what are they looking for? Money? They know, like what are they? What are they
Like
up
what
to?
the hell is the point of it? They kidnap the humans just to stick dildos up their butts.
Yeah, so they're
Fucking
perverts.
hell.
So you're saying they're Down syndrome perverts who've come to Earth to
They're
burn
faggots.
bodies. Yeah.
They're faggot aliens. They're faggot aliens.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Again, like I was saying, we're going to lose like 5,000 followers each, but gain another 100,000 with this material.
Yeah.
Can love it.
Yeah, fuck the politics shit. Let's just cover this supernatural stuff, man. Let's like, dude, we should just make a whole new show where we do like ghost hunting, and we just like go in these old abandoned buildings and just like look for ghosts and shit.
Yeah, you remember us just put sheets over our heads and put holes in them for the eyes and stuff, really low tech stuff, and just go and scare people. Why not? Why not? Indeed.
Yeah, man. That's what gets the hits is the supernatural, the spooky alien and ghost stuff. That's what people want to see here, guy.
Yeah, well, it's more enjoyable. You can just switch off from reality. You don't have to learn anything or figure things out. You don't have to think about hurty thoughts or feelings, and just enjoy yourself. I like the sound of that. Sounds good.
People love the mystery, bro. They love it.
Peter didn't like the Down syndrome faggot aliens. I don't know if he liked it or disliked it. I can't see the emojis.
Down syndrome and faggot aliens.
Gold. We got to get some merch made up about that, man. That can be on the t-shirts for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make some Griff merch of fucking aliens, man. We'll just put Down syndrome faggot aliens. Put a picture of some retard on there.
I just realized that do like a Noam Chomsky voiceover about the aliens invading and kidnapping people. You know?
Let me tell you something, folks. We're witnessing an alien invasion. This is pure aggression from outer space. The aliens are breaking every international law that has ever been established on Earth.
You're Down syndrome.
Seems they have no conscience. They have no heart. They're the most brutal. This is the most brutal aggression we've ever seen in the history of the world, folks.
Will I play the second clip? I just realized I only played like the first clip from earlier. Will I play the second one?
Yeah, play it.
Okay, so I'm
Let's see
fading
some
in.
more faggot aliens.
So going to, here's the
concern
other
about who
clip now.
or what is behind those drones in New Jersey continues to grow. It has some people living in fear with civilians and even some lawmakers wondering if a hostile foreign government is behind the flying objects. Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Summit, New Jersey tonight with the very latest. Teresa.
Yeah, see, this debate here has been something of a great unifier in New Jersey. Just tonight, I've heard from people in Montville, Verona, as well as here in Summit. And while this time of year, we normally look up trying to catch a glimpse of Santa, tonight, it's not him. At least, we don't think it is. No. The latest sighting in New Jersey happening high over the skies of Summit, New Jersey. Some call them drones. Others question if it's foreign adversaries spying on us. The Pentagon says it's fixed-wing aircraft.
We have not been able to, and neither have state or local law enforcement authorities, corroborate any of the reported visual sightings. To the contrary, upon review of available imagery, it appears that many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
It doesn't matter where you go in New Jersey, people are talking about whatever is floating high above us. And some, including our federal lawmakers, aren't totally convinced it's a friendly eye in the sky.
I've been a little frustrated. There hasn't been enough transparency, letting people know what's happening. It's allowing a lot of potentially misinformation to spread, or at least fear.
Senator Cory Booker
Stop
joins
scaring
forces
us,
with New
you
York
bastard.
lawmakers to demand transparency from the FAA, the FBI,
Jonathan
and Homeland
says
Security.
free random colonoscopies.
I just saw that. Yeah.
Feelings that are echoed by New Jersey's Attorney General.
The feds need to help.
For you, boy.
This is clearly a federal issue. They need to step in and help.
If you're keeping score, the Pentagon says it's not us and it's
Alien
not a foreign
discount.
adversary, and they're not all drones. There's no legitimate evidence the sightings are otherworldly. So what are they? Bill Daley is a former FBI agent.
Well, I think
What
we
are
all-
they,
we
Bill?
all
You
gotta
son of a
sometimes
bitch.
Think that could be the cover story, that it is actually a kind of a black op run either by the military or being run by a military contractor. However, I also would say is that given now the notoriety and now all eyes are
black
up in the
op,
sky
Bill.
looking for these things, is that if you were running one of these operations, whether it was kind of a beta
Imagine
test
my
of some
shock.
new technology or equipment, you would think
Mhm.
they would have kind of receded. from
Imagine
that and said,
my
it's too hot,
shock.
too many people are on this. Too many questions being answered. I think we're going to pause
The
on this.
aliens are coming and they're posing as refugees. Imagine my shock.
Imagine my shock.
Now, the FAA started reporting sightings in
Imagine
here
my
in New Jersey
shock.
in
The aliens
mid-November, and some say
pretending
these
to be
devices are as
refugees
big
when
as
in
a
fact
bicycle
they're
in the
economic
sky or even a
migrants.
small car. Steve, we also want to mention we heard from friends in Westchester tonight.
They're also
seeing
serious,
drones
aren't
as
they, the
well. So at
reporters?
least around these parts, whatever this is, people just want answers. That's the latest from Summit tonight. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, for sure.
Back to you in the studio, guys. Yeah, for sure. How do you like them apples, Brandon? Are we all fucked or what? We finished?
Yeah, they're the only one of the best alien movies I remember was Signs, Mel Gibson. Remember that
Oh
one?
yeah, that was interesting. Yeah,
That was actually a good one. That was actually a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
The crops were they Down
Crop
syndrome as well, or
circles.
were they normal those ones? Were they intelligent or missing a few things?
The alien in that one was definitely Down syndrome retard for sure. He was just like hovering. He's just like he comes into the living room. He's just like he wasn't even moving. And they just chucked water on his bitch ass and hit him with a baseball bat, and he was done.
That's right. Yeah, they never seem to quite understand stuff like water, bacteria, like War of the Worlds. You know, they're not quite ready. They want to rape us, you know, burn us alive and do all this stuff. And they've got advanced aircraft, but they don't can't handle basic things like water and stuff. It's a bit strange.
Mel Gibson took on the aliens. He cleared them out. Cleared out those bitch nibbers trying to invade. Let's see the next slide we got here. A friend of mine sending me some articles. Let me pull out. 2 men arrested for hazardous drone operation near Boston. So yeah, they are doing some copycats. Some of them are indeed drones.
Right. Yeah, I just saw those links. Thank you.
Yeah, read the first bit of this.
Right, so yeah, what we know about mysterious drones over New Jersey and other states. Mystery continues to swirl after nearly a month of drone sightings over New Jersey and other U.S. states, alarming some residents. U.S. authorities have been unable to provide definitive answers, saying only that the objects are not believed to pose a danger to the public or national security. On Sunday, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas confirmed the sightings included drones as well as manned aircraft commonly mistaken for drones. Ooh, the fuck's that all about? Give it that. See, they won't. If they are Down syndrome, they won't. They can't include it in the article because it's going to offend people. Well, I think they know. Somebody knows.
What's the most credible sighting in your opinion?
Credible sighting? You mean?
Yeah, UFO
I can
sighting.
hear. I can hear myself. By the way, I don't know if it's. Am I coming out of a speaker or something? No, headphones.
I got headphones here. I don't know.
Maybe there's a cross line somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what would convince me that they're real, sort of thing?
Like, what's the best sighting you've ever seen, you've ever heard of?
I thought I saw a UFO once myself, but I was a little bit drunk, and I was looking up at the clouds and on a night out, and I looked up at the clouds, and but when you're looking out for UFOs and you think they're everywhere, you're going to find them everywhere. You're going to see aircraft sometimes and go, oh, but it's just it's flying towards you or something, some shit like that,
Yeah, it was probably the alcohol speaking there. You're really,
Probably, yeah.
Come save me, yeah.
Yeah, it was on absinthe as well as absinthe.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll make you see UFOs instantly. But yeah, I remember when I was kind of into this subject years and years ago. I'd like go outside and I'd be like looking in the sky for like 30 minutes. I'd be like, where's the UFO? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, well, it's just the pop culture, isn't it? Like, this has been going on since, what was Roswell, 1940 something, and then there's apparently all that stuff with Operation Paperclip, where the Nazi scientists went to the States, some of them worked for NASA, and I mean, I know we had disagreement on this, like, the whole moon landing stuff. I think it kind of connects in with it, like the whole alien space travel thing is a really good way of creating psyops, or to use it for political reasons. I think a lot of that stuff ties in together myself, and it kind of pins on people's hopes, But I think you heard that reporter say a moment ago, didn't she? She said something like this, like a unifying event. Like, what the fuck's that all about? They're not suggesting that whole solidarity thing or unity thing,
Yeah, that's that Reagan thing.
Yeah.
But that's not even going to work, though, if that's what they claim is going to happen. Everybody's going to get together and sing Kumbaya, huh?
Yeah.
Because the aliens have come.
Yeah, no.
It'll just be like the Indian Wars, where different tribes of Indians sided, made alliances with the French and with the British. It'll be like that with the aliens. They'll come in and they'll make alliances with like this group and that group in this country, and they'll fight each other.
You can sell furs and stuff, and exchange goods, exchange bow and arrows for alcohol, that sort of thing. Whatever you need.
We'll make an alliance with the aliens to take down the Russians and the Chinese.
Yeah, that's fine. See, maybe they're not good. They could be evil. People are assuming that they're the way, like, some say, like, a silly vegan thinks the animal kingdom is all about cuddly animals and stuff like that, and you drop them in the middle of a chimp fight and then they find out all about it. Like, maybe it's like that in space. It's every man, woman and child for themselves. So I don't know why people assume that they'd be benevolent anyway if they did ever come down, if they do exist. But I've got other explanations for what's going on that are a bit more grounded, I think, as to what's happening, to be honest. Can you hear my seat creaking at all?
I'm just looking for some UFO videos here on YouTube. Let me send you a link here. Let me send you a link here on TG.
Yep.
Pull up those UFO videos. Never know if these are fake, though. That's the thing.
Okay. Oh, this is a phone view.
This supposedly is the clearest UFO sighting of all time. Let's check it out. You see anything? You skipped out. Just leave it on there and let it play.
That's causing havoc with the browser for some reason. Might do that again. I can't really hear you. Where's that? I'll do that again. It's just a bit too loud.
Just turn the audio off on it.
No, it's not responding for some reason.
Technical problems.
I'll close some of these down.
I mean, go on your own YouTube and click and type in best UFO videos.
Okay. Piss off. Piss off. What in the name of God? Right, so that won't, that's just playing automatically for some reason. Will we just look at the rest of the articles for now?
Yeah, sure.
Right, so you look at this, and this girl said, but there's nothing nefarious about the drone sightings, no sense of danger. An earlier call reporters, officials from several U.S. agents said there was no evidence of any threat to public safety. Yeah, so they're all saying the same thing. They're all dismissing this if it's no big deal. So I think I know where this is going. But will I skip to the next one? I think I lost your audio for a second. You still there?
Yeah. Jump ahead.
Okay, no worries. Oh, this is something I found earlier, right? So this was about the CCP drones, you know, like that, whatever her name, Stefanik's, like, you know, trying to put through an act because there's some Chinese companies involved here, right? So I'll just read this bit. The House of Representatives overwhelmingly passed my legislation, the Countering CCP Drones Act, to end the drone monopoly Communist Chinese DGI held in the US, protect our skies and build the US drone industry base. And for years, the US government has known that DGI presents unacceptable economic and national security risks, but no one was willing to take the necessary steps to remove communist Chinese spy drones from our skies. That changed today. So the Americans have already been reacting to stuff like this. You know, in my opinion, there's war going on in geopolitical struggles. So in my opinion, this is definitely like foreign actors. That would make a lot more sense. I don't know if you heard about this. There was like reports of an Iranian ship or something off the coast engaged in this kind of things. I don't know if that's true, but what's your thoughts on that whole angle? I've lost your audio for some reason.
Sorry, I had myself muted. There's different countries sending in drones, sending in spy balloons. This is normal stuff. So that could explain some of it, I guess. Some of it is drones, some of it is government, some of it is balloons, some of it is aliens. They're coming to get you, Emmett. Coming to get you, big guy. They know who you are, Emmett. They know exactly who the fuck you are. They said, this guy from Ireland, this motherfucker, wrote this book about Marxism. This guy has to go. He's exposing the alien agenda. They're going to kidnap you and perform the free colonoscopy, sir.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Why resist? The world is coming to an end anyway. Fuck you. But there was reports of these all over. I actually heard a space earlier with Jim Ferguson talk about. He had a drone operator on. He said some interesting stuff. He said the Chinese have developed a battery. So normally drones can only go for like 40 minutes maximum or something like that. But the Chinese have developed a new type of battery that's like a nuclear powered battery, where the drones can go for like 24 hours and cover longer distances. So, I mean, I was going for a walk in Dallas the other week and I saw a drone over a fucking factory, and as I was walking, a tree blocked my view, and I thought, I wonder where that drone is, and I kept walking, and it was on the fucking sidewalk, on the footpath right in front of me, about 10 feet ahead, looking right at me. And I freaked out because I haven't been that close to one before, but I mean, little kids can have them now, and they cost fuck all. They cost like, what, $50 or $100 for a drone nowadays. So, and that's the commercial drones. Imagine what the military grade, top of the line drones are capable of. Like they're probably something else.
Yeah, man. So, what do y'all think in the chat room? Give us your thoughts. What do you think UFOs are, man? Is it ET? Is it the Chinese? Give us your thoughts. Let me just look through the comments here. Peter says, I know nothing about the UFO drones, but it would be far-fetched to believe the elites have perpetrated this to distract the public consciousness from the Mangione anti-CEO stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would do that just to distract from that. Why would they? What would be the purpose of that? It's all psyops.
There was 2 comments on YouTube. Someone left some comments, but they deleted them. And there was just a load of emojis. Well, alien skulls and stuff. Alien faces. You know that emoji? The greys.
Yeah, we should do. Do you guys think we should switch entirely to alien extraterrestrial and sci-fi subjects for the stream? Would you instantly unsubscribe? Instant unsubscribe to like, we're out.
Yeah, why aren't you talking about elections?
The J Trappers are instant unsubscribe, and then these guys are instant unsubscribe. The new niche, we would like resurrect fucking ghost hunters. We resurrect fucking aliens. What is another topic they covered on those paranormal shows?
Crop circles, spirits, black magic, voodoo magic, Ouija boards. We could do a show about Ouija boards.
David Blaine, have you seen that guy's tricks?
Oh yeah. You know, I remember him. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still doing his tricks, man. Like some of his tricks are pretty crazy. I must say, they're pretty mind blowing.
Yeah, you have to do amazing shit nowadays to stand out as a magician, because you know they just keep pushing the boundaries for that wow factor. So you have to do mental stuff nowadays.
Yeah, now it's the mentalist stuff. It's like, you know, guessing thoughts in people's heads and shit like that. And some of them pull off some crazy ass shit like that. Like they're like the one of the stunts Blaine did is you got like some celebrities, some actress, and he got her to think about something in her past, and then he got her to look at a random news article on the internet and pull out one word out of that news article and keep that word in her head, and then he wrote down 2 words on his hand, and they were actually like correct. I don't know how the hell he did it, how he knew. Could be staged though. You never know, right?
Yeah, you never know, especially TV stuff if you're not actually there. But did you see that movie? I think it was a Christopher Nolan, the one about, what's it called? The Prestige or something, about Bale and another comedian, and it was really interesting, showing you the kind of shit they do for the illusion and the wow factor.
Yeah, but that was the one with the time machine thing.
I think so. I can't remember. There's a few films that are very similar.
Like The Illusionist, yeah. Yeah, there's 2 ones that like that, but that one, I think with Bale, I think there was literally like a time machine, and he would like go into the time machine and come back out, and that's how he did it. But obviously that can't be done in real life. I'd like to know how they do a lot of those tricks though. But they never give away the tricks because that would be pointless, right?
Yeah, we should get into that as well, make some money, do some magic tricks and stuff. Sing and dance and magic tricks, you know, the usual.
Yeah, pure entertain. People just want to be entertained, man. I'm just looking at some X posts here. Oh yeah, pull up that Twitter link I gave you, the first one, remember?
Oh, for some reason, it was doing the cha-cha. The page kept reloading. I'll try and find it. You know, it does that sometimes. Where is it? I'll find the link now. Copy, and then pastes.
Maybe vMix is no good, man. Maybe we have to ditch it for something else.
No, it's not vMix. It's just. No, I'm gonna log in.
Yeah, there it is. There's the meme.
So can you see what's happening here?
Yeah, don't put your password on the screen. I guess you can see. They'll see it.
No, it's a copy and paste. You can't see the.
Yeah, why
See
is
the
it
way it's just.
reloading like that?
I don't know. It's just Google Chrome probably, whatever it is. What was it?
You don't have to.
Sorry. Was that the one
You
with
don't
the
have to log
image?
in. Just yeah, with the image. Just click on that image.
There. One sec now. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I know. So I can. I was trying to. I download the image and stuff. I could put it on screen. But I'll have to. That'll
Yeah,
take
it
a
was
minute.
it was work. It was working. It was working. What you did. What you just did. If you put it
Yeah.
back.
But I couldn't hear you though, so I'll do it again. Just want to make sure the audio is coming through. 1 2 1 2. I am, but you're not. So I'm going to switch you back on here. 1 second. Okay, now you're live. Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Types of pro-Russian shills. We got the communist, the appeaser, the Chinese, the political realist. That's Mersheimer. The Serbian, the Wignat. Bricks with its 2+ billion shitskins will save the white race from getting blacked. Groyper, Russian, Indian, establishment conservative. Why aren't we using Ukraine money to support our people? Wants to increase budget for war with China while opposing all social services. America is a globalist multicultural empire. That's why I support Russia's globalist multicultural empire. Contrarian. Third worlder. The West must be the reason my people are so weak and useless. I hope Russia wins. Appeaser. We must have peace at all costs. Ukraine needs to surrender to ensure Russia murders less people. This is a great meme. This kind of sums up all the schizo freaks in the alternative media shilling for that side, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I can barely read it from here.
Groyper says, my favorite e-celeb that covered for a gay brown pedo said Russia will destroy all tranny pedos. Christ is king. That's funny shit. It's a good meme.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of this going on, isn't there? Fucking, it's on the Irish scene as well. People don't quite understand what's coming down the tracks. They think the East is their friend, or they've got benevolent ideas about Russia and Putin. They're fucking crazy. They're brainwashed. They have no idea what they're kind of inviting in.
Yeah, what's that like in Ireland? You can pull us back on the screen if you want. So they're shilling that stuff in Ireland too. The usual bit. Putin's our savior bit.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit is people are, again, because like I talk about this a lot, because people don't understand Marxism and the kind of tactics and obfuscation and conspiracy. All Putin, because they don't understand the nature of the snake, all Putin has to do is come out and say, I believe Christianity is good. It's good for our traditional society. And people go, wow, he's just like what we want to be like in the West. And then they think he's their friend, but they don't get, as we've talked about, like a differential is being created. They don't allow degeneracy or tranny stuff in their countries because they want to be strong, but they want to make us weak. And a lot of it is fakery anyway, because, in Russia and China, they do oppress a lot of the religious and spiritual groups. So it's not this utopia that some people in the West think it is.
Yeah, it's much on the surface stuff. Like he'll just come out, make some performative statements, and win over all the yuppies, the lemmings who want a savior. It's very easy to pull that off. The Soviet Union did the same thing, right? We're the workers' paradise, and now we're the trad paradise. We're going to save the Christians, or we're going to save the conservatives, people who don't like trannies, don't like LGBT queer weirdos. We will be your saviors. There's plenty of actual degeneracy in Russia. There's alcoholism. There's plenty of prostitution in Russia. High rates of AIDS and so on. Drug use is high. So it is absolutely not this trad paradise. The church attendance rates in Russia are quite low, actually, despite the trad LARP they put on. There's more like people from Russia that are committed to the Orthodox stuff, but I think like America actually still has more practicing and church attending Christians than Russia does on average. So it's when you look at the real numbers of things, it's not as what they say. And yeah, Putin's a real chameleon. He likes to play all the different sides, and he knows which buttons to push depending on the audience.
Yeah, well, people are. It's mad how, like, I mean, the information's right there in front of people. This guy wasn't just an ordinary person in the Soviet Union. He ended up being head of the KGB or the FSB or whatever it's called nowadays. And so he wasn't just any old agent. And he's the same guy who said that the collapse of the Soviet Union was the greatest geopolitical disaster of the 20th century. So I mean, this guy is a snake, and people have that pro-Soviet. That's why, as well, I don't think they can see the military danger that's building up, despite the fact Russia is in Ukraine. People still have this benevolent view because they've been owned by the propaganda, pretty much.
Yeah, they're demoralized people. They're people who have no hope and for their own country, and so they just look for some other country to be the savior, to be the great hope. And he's the closest thing they've come up with to a conservative that has some kind of military power in the world, and so they're running with him. It's crazy that these Irish people are getting on board with that. I guess it's not so crazy when you factor in that Marxism has been prevalent in Ireland for a long time, and the connections with the Soviet Union and the IRA and all that stuff. And so it makes sense that there's still some Russian influence in Ireland. But they've been infiltrating Spain, Italy. There's plenty of the Italian Communist Party, for example, had deep ties to the Soviet Union, and they established all of these like intercultural exchange programs with the Italian universities and Russian universities, and those still continue today. So there's like a big Russophile faction in Italian politics. You see that even today. Like Berlusconi was a big Putin shill and a Putin friend. The Five Star Movement, what's his name? Salvini is a big Putin shill, or he was. Meloni seems to have gone against that trend, and she's pro-Ukraine though. So there's definitely still some splits. But you can see it in Spain too. Dugin's been able to infiltrate the Spanish right as well, and kind of seep in there these Eurasianist ideas. Some of those guys from Generation Identity have been hoodwinked with the Dugin shit as well. Like Lawrence Southern and Pettibone went over to interview Dugin. I mean, it all comes back to Dugin. He's been an expert at building these ties and links to various people on the right and feeding them a bunch of disinformation about Russia, right? And only the real smart people have figured it out.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think that, I mean, my serious take on this drone stuff is that it's just reconnaissance, because it fits the pattern of what we're talking about what Russia's really all about. Because you look at Russia's in Ukraine, we know the Middle East is heating up, and what they're trying to do is isolate Israel. It's like a tactic that you use before you eliminate a target militarily. You try and cut them off as much as you can from support from the rest of the world. And then obviously we know what China's up to in the South China Sea, and we know about the Chinese men moving up into the US through the Darien Gap, which I've talked about a lot. So for me, this is another step in the process of the Commie Alliance making their move. Now, I mean, I haven't looked into this yet. I've only asked a couple of people about this, but I mean, that explanation for what's happening is just as likely as anything else. But people are so naive to the danger. I think their brain would rather reach for all sorts of alternative or weird explanations for what's happening. But clearly in this technological age, drones are invaluable because you're not wasting men. They just cost money, and you can use them. Like, they've been hanging around military bases, and they've been hanging around power plants and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff you need reconnaissance on when you're going to launch a large-scale offensive, It's maybe not tomorrow, but, it's just information gathering, I think.
No, Emmett, it's aliens, okay? You son of a gun. It's straight up fucking ETs. It's retarded, Down syndrome, gay faggot aliens. The aliens are turning the frogs gay, man.
Like Alex Jones, Hillary Clinton, and the Chi-Coms. They turn the frogs gay.
queer alien invasion. They come in, they fly in with rainbow flags. They're like, yeah.
That's all the tranny stuff's been about. They've been laying the foundations for the weird shit that they're into. It's all about sex. The whole thing is about weird sex. Imagine if people just tuned in and they just see pictures of Putin, and we're talking about like gay, retarded, Down syndrome aliens.
That's what Putin looks like. He is an alien, man. Look at him. Look at him.
Cloned from a dead shark, as Dylan Moran used to say. Yeah.
All right. So if there's any last comments or questions, so we're just gonna do 1 hour today. I'm gonna jump on Omi TV on a second broadcast. I'm gonna start a new stream on Rumble to do that. Unfortunately, I can't. Let's see if I can start my stream. Do you think if I start my OBS stream with the same stream key right now, that it'll fuck it all up or what?
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know anything about. I know very little about streaming. I've never really done it.
Because if I click stream now on OBS with the same stream key, what's gonna have, just like shuts down the whole fucking thing, crashes, burns, the channel gets deleted.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Imagine that both streams were going at the same time, but you're running one. Then I can just close this down. That would be ideal.
Right. So Adamic says, what do you think about Trump saying Ukraine made a big mistake entering Russia? I didn't hear him say that. I mean, Ukraine's always Trump's he's always been a bit lukewarm on Ukraine subject. He's not too interested in helping Ukraine. That's pretty obvious. He's playing to his base. He sees that Steve Bannon and these freakazoids are pro-Russian and stuff. So, but to be fair, Trump's actually criticized the Russian invasion and stuff, but he's just not someone that cares too much about the subject. He just wanted to win the election and do what's good for him and so on. So, but we'll see what he does once he gets into office, right? But JD Vance is definitely a pro-Russian type. He's pretty much been anti-Ukraine for a while, and Elon Musk seems to be shilling the Russian stuff lately too. They're all being hoodwinked by a guy called Jeffrey Sachs. He's this like professor who's always shilling for Russia, China, and the Communist Alliance, and he's saying, "Yeah, we need to be friends with them. They're good." I'm gonna start the stream on my end, and we'll see if it continues. Yeah. I don't know because it's playing on my account because I gave you the stream key, and then if I click this on my account as well, it might fucking ruin it. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. If it fucks up, guys, stay on my channel on Rumble and look for the new stream. I'm gonna put it up in a second. Let's check it out. It says could not access the stream key. Okay, so it's not gonna work.
Something's happening here. Yeah, I can see the Rumble stream is going amber rather than red. It's gone amber when there's an issue.
Okay, so we're gonna end the stream here and stay on the channel and look for the new. I'll post the new link here in a second. Okay, take it away. Take down our stream. We're done.
Right, we're done saving the Earth from the aliens. Bye.
All right.